Would your life be different if you did not have a cell phone or internet access? What if you could not play your favorite games, whether online or on a game system? Could you do without using an ATM to get cash or deposit, or driving your car without Sirius radio or GPS? Can you imagine not being able to shop online, but must travel everywhere to find what you want for products, gifts, and services? Would your life be less without your home security, music, TV, and appliances? Would you live longer without MRIs, X-rays, and digital surgical instruments? Life without computers is very hard to imagine. Computer technology is an essential part of our lives in personal use, business and industry, education, and healthcare. The Computer Program Design program at Flint Hills Technical College prepares students for a high-demand, high-wage career in computer programming. Computer programmers design all program, application, and operating system software. There are very few jobs or careers that do not use some type of computer, so programmers have a nearly constant employment opportunity. A few of those job titles include website designer and administrator, database engineer and administrator, software developer, systems management, game program developer, and application specialist. The CPD program at FHTC has courses focusing on 5 main career areas. First one is programming languages. Programming languages, which entails Visual Basic, C#, and Java.
I'll be teaching C# and JavaScript in the fall as an adjunct.
Programming, in my mind, it's always kind of been an art form. We teach the basics of syntax and how things should kind of be laid out. The thing I teach in most of my courses is there's more than one way to skin a cat. And pretty much at that point in time, it becomes the programmer's idea and their concept. And when you look at students' code from when they start to when they end, you can see different personalities within code, because someone will write something completely different than another person, but it does the exact same thing.
Second, databases. Databases from Access that has Visual Basic behind it, and then they also learn the SQL language, which is text-based language to do database management.
I am a database report writer, Program Analyst 1 for FHTC. I write reports in SQL Report Builder and farm the information out of the Genzabar database.
Third, web design.
In web design, they learn, first of all, a tag language that teaches them how to create a title, how to put body of content information in, how to organize the sections of a website, how to get a navigation bar in, how to manipulate clear through each page of the site.
It's actually really neat to see how everything works in the background versus what you guys see as the end user. We make it work in the background.
So they learn the CSS, cascading style sheets, how that automates every website much easier than putting all the tags right inside a particular page. And so they build each page and run the code through the CSS, and then each page is made and they learn how to link those pages together.
It's just really cool to see something that you've been working on for a while actually work with all the code.
Fourth, hardware.
The hardware that they get involved with is when they're in the three net tech classes that are required.
I teach the computer hardware courses, so as a programmer, you're writing the software that will tell the computer what to do.
They learn digital electronics, PC servicing and troubleshooting, and networking concepts. So they learn all about the boards and the computer RAM and everything that's inside a computer.
My courses, they learn what the different pieces of hardware do, and what makes one better than another, how they work together, and not only does that give them the knowledge then to understand the hardware better, but they can also repair it, upgrade it, maintain it. So it gives them an extra skill set beyond programming also. So they're more marketable, more hireable.
Students are taught how the software that they write talks to the hardware components for a whole computer system.
It's kind of hard to write good code if you don't really understand the machine you're writing it for. And so that's what our courses are about, is to help them understand the computer itself.
And fifth, gaming.
Game design is a mixture of many components. One, they learn the history of how gaming got started. Then we look at a piece of software that would make a game, like Unity. We look at those game engines, and they get to try and test their wings on one of those game engines. As a team, they work in groups of 2 or 3 to create some type of object that moves that they would use in a game. And by the time they're done, they get a very clear indication of whether they're cut out for game industry. It's very tough. It's almost the same as airline control, people that work in that area. It's very stressful. So it's fun if you really like it, but it takes a while to get through that, and it's very time consuming.
We also have internships.
Internships are provided for the students after they've at least gone through the first 1.5 years of classes. Then they're eligible to do all kinds of internships.
I had my internship here at FHTC. It allowed me to see how a business would use CPD programming in their everyday situations, and it allowed me to get the job that I currently have here at FHTC.
My internship was at Flint Hills Technical College. I worked with Damon Drake. I used a lot of my knowledge that I learned from Java and C# class to put into a project that we were working on.
So we've had internships with LMI, which is a aerospace company out in Cottonwood Falls. We have students working there. We have internships with the OB Meat Locker. They have created a database for that business through one of our students. We've had internships with our school. A lot of our students end up doing an internship in the networking area and learn using databases and everything they've learned. So we end up hiring a lot of our own students. Almost the whole networking program is entirely now controlled with former students.
Yeah, I am a web applications developer for LMI Aerospace. We build large assemblies for Boeing 737s and 787s. I build applications that allow us to track quality on our parts and view metrics throughout the plant. We learned SQL and HTML, and those are 2 big things that I use, along with just program logic is huge.
But it looks great on their resume to have that internship because they have experience, they got paid, they got a credit for it, and so when they go out to find a real job and do an interview, they're ready for that. And a lot of times the businesses will hire those students because they've already been trained, they've already worked in their area, and they're ready to go to work.
You may be wondering, how do I know if computer programming is the right career path for me? If you have had ideas of how life could be better for everyone with the use of a new application, or if you enjoy problem solving, math operations, teamwork, entrepreneurial and creative thinking, then this program is an ideal fit for you as a career choice.
With a 1-year technical certificate option and a 2-year Associate of Applied Science degree offered in CPD, Flint Hills Technical College offers flexible training options for students ready to jumpstart their career path.
Learn more at www.fhtc.edu.